Final heat of the under-17 boys, 500 metre time trial. Michael Culling in the gate, and off he goes. Can he add yet another title? We'll get an idea as he comes around the back straight. He gets the first of his splits. He's got Quinn Kowalski in the other line. Going. Here comes Kowalski. Kowalski's looking good here. Kowalski could be up for gold. Michael Culling currently moving himself into second spot. But here comes Kowalski. Culling, they go to the line. And it's Quinn Kowalski, a 33.812. And that is a new Zealand record for Quinn Kowalski. Bro of Cam and Michael Culling takes a silver medal. Under 15 girls points race. Here's the bell. First of 3 sprints. Down the back straight they go. Emma Cummings starting to wind up in third wheel at the moment. That's Michaela Drummond. Gee, she's a good talent. Drummond. Cumming gets up for second. McCorn gets third. Here's the second sprint coming. And again, it's the West Coast North Island on the front. Down the back straight. And here they come into the finish straight. Drummond takes 5 more. That should almost be enough to seal gold with 1 sprint left. And here's the bell. Last sprint, last lap. And this will be it. Michaela Drummond looking good for gold. Let's see how they do coming into the straight. It's been a great race this. And it's Isabella Smith across the line, so she could get herself into the mix for the medals. But Michaela Drummond looks like she's got gold. Here's the under 15 boys points race final. They're not going to touch Campbell Stewart in this first sprint, and maybe for the rest of the race. Geez, talented young man. There he goes, and they're 3 wide for the minor money. Let's go to the camera, I think, on that. Here's the second. Tom Sexton leading them out. There's Southlanders everywhere behind him, and Campbell Stewart. They're mowing him down. Sexton's going to get run down. Beetle's into his work. Campbell Stewart's on his wheel. Here comes Beetle. Beetle round the outside. He's going to get 5. Beetle, Strong, Stewart, and then Thorpe Loversuch. Here's the scrap. Last lap. That's the race for the minor money. Here's your leader. So there's 5 points for Thorpe Loversuch. Now the question is, who's getting up for second? Campbell Stewart coming round the outside. Stewart and Beetle. Stewart and Beetle. Stewart gets there, and that could be enough for gold. We'll have to do the maths. What a great race, what a great... Now here's the Masters men team sprint final. Jared Stock, Gary Smith, and Mike White. From the front straight, mechanical. So we'll start again. So Southland v Southland in the Masters men team sprint. This is Jared Stock, Gary Smith, and Mike White. Out of the front straight they go. And from the back straight, the second qualifiers. He'll be coming into view in the home straight anytime soon. Richard Eads, Scott Milne, Neil Hamilton. Last change coming up. Up goes Gary. Mike White takes over. They've opened up a 0.6 of a second lead, and it's Mike White v Neil Hamilton for the gold medal. Half a lap to go now, pushing out to a second lead, and here they come for the gold. There's the gun, and through they go. Southland take gold and silver, a 52.322. Here's the under-19 women's Kieran final. Paige Patterson starting to get cranked up. She's round the outside and away she goes. So Paige, off she goes. She's got Raquel Sheath on her wheel. Dunleavy and Steele look like they're battling for bronze, but here comes Patterson, Paige Patterson, Sheath coming at her, but I think Patterson gets it on the inside from Sheath, and maybe Dunleavy for bronze. That was a good finish. And here's the men's Kieran final. Zach Williams, Dylan Kennett, Tom Beadle, Jeremy Presbury, Daniel Allison and Callum Saunders. Here we go with 2 laps to go. Beadle on second wheel. And here comes Kennett. Kennett's made his move. Right on cue with a lap and a half to go. Let's see what they've got. And here goes Beadle. So it's Beadle. Beadle and Presbury. Kennett's not going to make it. It's going to be gold to Southland. Tom Beadle, Presbury and Kennett. So after a couple of silver medals, Tom Beadle takes gold from Jeremy Presbury, and the home crowd love it. Dylan Kennett will take bronze, and he likes that. Well done, that band. Here's the under-17 girls team sprint. It's Canterbury, which is Holly Edmonston and Olivia Podmore, up against Southland, Libby Bain and Laura Hayward. Canterbury opening up a bit of a lead early, but the Southlanders starting to wind into it. They're leaving the front straight, and now it's handed over to Podmore. Podmore v Hayward to try and bring it home. They're a second down Southland, so it's going to be pretty tough for Laura to try and peg all that back. There's Laura Hayward, she's off. Podmore coming into the front straight though. They're going to come to gold here, Canterbury, and it's gold for Canterbury. Podmore swings around to look straight at the scoreboard, and it's gold in a time of 37.696 for Canterbury, silver for Southland. It's the under-17 boys, West Coast North Island, coming into the final change. It's Auckland ahead. So Auckland looks like they're on their way to gold. They've got it by 0.4 of a second with a lap to go. Auckland still, half a lap left. What's that gap? It's down to 19 100ths. Big finish coming. West Coast coming at him. Oh, the gun goes. And it's Auckland by the narrowest of margins. 3 100ths. What a beauty. Auckland gold, West Coast North Island silver. Here's the under-19 women team pursuit. That is Auckland looking the goods at the moment. They've opened up almost a 2-second lead over the Southland combination and the ride-off for gold. Auckland in control of this one, and looks like they're on their way to the gold medal. Southland pulling it back. They're starting to roll into it. It's 0.3 of a second. 0.3 of a second. Auckland under pressure. There's the bell. Auckland come. Southland now have got it down to 0.295 with 1 lap to go. What have they got at the end? Sophie Williamson, Georgia Timpany, Auckland coming across, starting to pull it back. Oh, they got it. Auckland have got gold, but they had to work hard. They take it. Gold for Auckland. Southland takes silver. Under-19 team pursuit final. Canterbury, George Tutton, Dylan Kennett, Hamish Shearers and Taylor Harrison. And their opponent is Southland, with Josh Haggerty, Tom Vesey, Tom Beadle and Liam Aitchison. Here's the Masters 1 points race. 2 out the front, Justin Stott and Gary Smith. So they take the points. Michael White will get up for 3rd and Craig Domigan in for 4th. 2 sprints, here comes the 3rd sprint. Justin Stott trying to get round the outside of Gary Smith, and he's going to. So Stott takes the 3rd sprint in the row from Gary Smith. Andrew Lynett's going to come in and take 3rd, and the race then is on the bunch for 4th, and Michael White will win that comfortably. 2 sprints left, and here come Gary Smith and Justin Stott. They're about to take a lap on the field. They may just sit behind the bunch actually and try and fight this next sprint, or they may try and make contact and go a lap up and take 20 points, and then it'll be a race for the bronze medal, because that'll assure Justin Stott gold and Gary Smith silver, probably, unless something dramatic happens. So they have connected, and here's the sprint for the line, and it's Michael White on the outside from Justin Stott and Gary Smith and Craig Domigan. There's the bunch, but here's Derek Tan off the front. He's going to get the bell this time. Here's the bell for Derek Tan, so he's going to take 5. He'll need to try and connect in this lap, but he's not going to be able to, so it'll be 5 for Derek Tan. We know that there's gold coming up. There's gold coming up for Justin Stott. Gary Smith has got silver. The race is on for 3rd. Mike White needs to finish in front of Craig Domigan, and he's going to. So Tan takes 5. Stott's going to come up and take 3, or is it White? Michael White that gets 3, Stott, and then Gary Smith. So it's gold for Justin Stott, silver for Gary Smith, and Michael White's the bronze medal.